I'm gonna tell y'all something that I just found out this year. You ready? Come a little closer.
Baby, I paint the sky blue. My greatest creation was you.
Hey guys, welcome to Kale Cupcakes and Diapers. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're interested in healthy-ish eating or anything dealing with babies and kids. And follow me on Instagram at Kale Cupcakes and Diapers. All right, enough of that promo. Let's get started. So I began my breastfeeding journey back in 2013 when my daughter was born. Since then, I've been able to successfully breastfeed both my daughter, my son, and now I'm on my third child. And these are just some of the items that I've used that really helped me along the way. The first thing is a breast pump. Now, there are two different types of breast pumps. There's a manual one and an electric one. The manual ones you use by hand, and I'll have a picture somewhere on this screen. I didn't use it this time, but I have used it before. And it's more affordable. Usually you can get one for about $20, $30. And you get what you pay for in that sense because you have to literally like hand pump. The electric pumps can be anywhere from about $100 up to about $300. But I'm gonna tell y'all something that I just found out this year. You ready? Come a little closer. You can get this for free. Okay, now let me tell you. I'm gonna give you guys a number. If you have insurance, you can get this for free. I'm gonna give you a number that I'm gonna put down here below, okay? Call this number. They will ask you for your insurance information and to confirm that your insurance is a part of the program. If your insurance is a part of it, this will be free of charge. You can then upgrade too. It's not just this breast pump. You can get other breast pumps, more expensive breast pumps, and all you have to do is pay the difference. But I got this breast pump, which is amazing, for completely free, okay? That's something you don't get. So I was able to save $200 just because of my insurance, which I had to have anyway because I was pregnant. So definitely call this number. So it comes in a case like this. Let me open it up. This is what the machine actually looks like. That's for the charger, right? So this is the tube that you put like that. And this is what brings the suction from the base of the breast pump through the tube, and then it connects like this. This part goes on your breast and you pump. So the next thing that's really important that you should have is the nipple cream. So I have Lancino's nipple cream here, right? And this is important because as your baby starts to nurse and as you continue to pump or breastfeed, your nipples are gonna get sore, okay? And so this cream sort of helps create like a barrier so that, number one, your nipples don't like crack, because you don't want that. But then also it kind of provides like a soothing element on it. And it says, soothes and protects sore nipples and is safe for baby and for the mom. So when you put it on your nipple, you don't have to worry about, harming your baby. And if you can see it, it's like a thick Vaseline here. Let's see if I can get that focus right. And it's like, you just put it on your nipple. It really helps you not be in as much pain while the baby is nursing and thereafter. Next thing that I would strongly recommend you have are these nursing pads. Now, as you can see, I have a big old box here full of nursing pads. It won't happen right away, but within a few days, your breasts are gonna start developing milk like you've never seen before. And it's great to have these pads because number one, they prevent your nipples from rubbing against your shirt or your bra, which is important because if you're already sore, you don't want to have anything like rubbing up against it. But then also, it prevents any leakage. When you first start breastfeeding, your breast will most likely pump way too much milk, and therefore in order for the milk to come out, you're going to start dripping. So if you've ever seen like women who have like wet spots around the nipples, that's the milk that's coming out of their breasts. So it's good to have this. This goes inside of your bra. There's like a sticky thing here, right, that you put inside. And it's kind of like a breast pad, yeah, wait, like a bra pad, I'm sorry. And you put it inside your bra, and then your nipples obviously on here, and then you go about your business. This will collect the extra milk that's coming out of your breast, but it will also provide that kind of soft pad, cushion to make sure your nipples don't get too irritated. And this is kind of like tissue, So it's very soft material. The next thing you'll definitely need are breast bags, right? This is my favorite brand, Lancino. These are my favorite breast bags, but I was able to get some free ones, some sample sizes from Medela. They came with my free breast pump. And these are okay, but I've always used these. I feel like they hold more. They hold up to 6 ounces. And they're very strong. I've never had a leakage, which is really important. You know, breast milk is like gold. I'm sure you probably heard that saying before. So when you pump it, you want to make sure you hold it and it's not like leaking out in your bag. So I would definitely recommend the Lancino bags. So I exclusively breastfeed. However, I do collect extra milk just in case, God forbid, I have to go out unexpectedly without the baby. If I get sick, whatever the case may be. Sometimes women like to pump so that the dads can take over in the night and they can feed the baby. So you need these bags to collect any milk that you pump. I have about 50 or 60 bags of milk in my freezer right now that I've collected probably within the first 3 or 4 weeks of breastfeeding. That's all in a case of emergency. But there's also something else. I'm gonna let you in on another secret, okay? Because breast milk is so valuable,
you can actually sell it.
Now, I know it sounds disgusting. I just found out about this year as well. However, you can sell it to a reputable milk bank. And I'm going to put the link down below. And what they do is, number one, some of them use breast milk for research, but then they also provide it to hospitals. Some moms aren't able to produce breast milk, right? Especially like for preemies and things like that. And breast milk is considered to be the #1 medicine for infants, or newborns rather. It's also medicine for people with cancer that I read somewhere, which was like mind blowing. I didn't know that. But if you donate it to a reputable milk bank, they will then, what is it? It's not sanitize it. It's, what's the word? I'll put it somewhere in here. They will do that, and then they will give the milk to the hospital so that the hospitals could then feed the babies. Some babies, especially if they're preemies, their stomach is too premature to be able to digest anything but breast milk. So if you have an oversupply, if you have a whole bunch of these bags and you're not going to use them, then definitely look into donating them to a milk hospital, because a baby or infant in need will be able to take advantage of all that excess milk that you've collected in these bags. Another item that's really important to have is a nursing bra. So you can get these from Motherhood Maternity, which is usually where I shopped to get my maternity wardrobe. But you can also find them in other places as well. So I actually have on one right now. Let me see if I can show you guys. Okay, so this is like a strap, right? And as you can see, there's like a buckle here that you can unhook, and then it comes down here. And when it comes down, obviously your breast is exposed so that the baby is able to nurse. And then when the baby's done, all you got to do is just hook it back on, and then it's all set. So that's really important and convenient to have. The last thing that I'm going to suggest you get are called Nipple Shields. This item, you only really need it if you have flat nipples, inverted nipples, or if you get extremely engorged. What is engorged? Engorged is essentially when you have so much milk in your breast that it gets really, really hard, and it's painful as shit. And sometimes when your breasts are engorged, it's hard for the baby to suck. Since your breast is so hard, they can't grab onto the nipple. Everything kind of flattens out. They usually come in 2 sizes, and this is by Lancino, and it looks like this, right? I haven't even used these yet, so this is actually my second pack. I don't really need them anymore, but I have them just in case I get engorged again. So it's like that. I don't want to take it out because it's kind of sticky on the back end. And you put this on your breast. This part is your nipple, and it goes on your breast here. You always want your baby to nurse from off your breast directly, but sometimes that's not possible, especially through like engorgement, or if your nipples are naturally flat, or whatever the case may be. So this will help the baby be able to nurse, to suck out, like essentially pull out your nipple with the baby's mouth or pressure, right? Or pull out the nipple, and will help the milk to release from your breast, which will then in turn make your breast soft enough that the baby will be able to latch on. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys found these tips helpful. Until the next time, see you in my next video.